Hi, I'm Paris, and do I look and sound normal to you? I don't think that was a unanimous yes. Well, what's strange is I feel perfectly normal, I don't seem to be having any symptoms, and we're in the high point of cedar allergy season. If you're not from a part of the country that celebrates Christmas and New Year's with cedar allergy, here in Austin, Texas, I think throughout central Texas, there's a plant, it's not a cedar tree, it's actually a juniper, that puts out its pollen when you have cold weather and then suddenly some nice warm weather, and it's just clouds of green pollen coming in. They say if you live in Austin long enough, you will develop cedar allergy, and sure enough, I was probably here 3-4 years before it struck me, and each year since it's gotten worse and worse. Until this year. This is my allergy medicine. I bought an extra bottle of it the end of last cedar allergy season because I need to have it from day one when this starts. It just wipes me out. If I don't have the allergy medication, the eyes are burning and running, the nose is like a faucet, the coughing, the sneezing, it's hard to get through the day. Of course, with the allergy medication, there's a bunch of side effects as well. But look at my allergy medication. The bottle is full. I haven't even taken the wrapper off yet. And just a couple days ago, we had one of the top 10 highest cedar allergy counts ever recorded. How was I on that day? Sneezed a few times, had a little bit of a runny nose I had to clear out a couple times during the day. That was it. No trouble sleeping, no trouble getting through the day. So what's this magic allergy treatment I've stumbled upon? Well, lost over 50 pounds in the last year, changed up my diet to cut out processed foods, make sure I eat lots of fiber every day to feed my microbiome, and give my digestive and insulin system a rest for 14 hours a day where I don't eat anything and I let my insulin numbers get back to normal, which has greatly improved my insulin resistance. Those are the things I've done. I don't know if it was a combination of them or one specifically that's had this effect, but I have had severe allergies for at least the past 10 or 12 years. I started carrying this, a little mini version of my allergy medication. I keep this in the glove box of the car because if I'm out somewhere and the cedar pollen blows in, without this, I can't drive. So did I not really have cedar allergy? No way that that's possible. I haven't been tested from it, but every year from the very end of December until middle of February, I am miserable. I'm on my medication 4 times a day. So I definitely have cedar allergy. Could it have spontaneously gone away? I don't hear about that happening very often, and as I mentioned, it seemed to get worse year to year. Never had any official treatment for it. So in my mind, it has to be my improved health, my improved immune system, not having that constant low-grade inflammation going on throughout my body. Well, I think this is pretty good news, not just for me, but if you have allergies and you've suffered with them for years, it's a choice of either being miserable with the effect of the allergies or the side effects of the medications that you have to take to keep the allergies in check. This could be a chance to get rid of the allergies completely naturally. You want to check with your doctor first to make sure any changes you make are going to be suitable for you. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going to relay anecdotally what I have done and what seems to have worked for me. So I'm going to refer you to a playlist where I go through in much more detail the steps I took, the foods I ate, the foods I avoided, the tools I used to monitor all that to produce this outcome, I guess. Now, just to make sure I really have improved, I would say 80 to 90% in terms of having an allergic reaction to the cedar pollen, I have to go out and do some yard work today. I have a leaf blower that also works as a vacuum. It sucks up the leaves, the dirt, the pollen, everything. I'm going to go out and do that today. I think our cedar pollen levels as measured this morning were around 2,200. A couple days ago they were 27,000, but 2,200 is still high, and I'm going to be in a cloud of stuff that I've vacuumed up off the ground. So if anything's going to trigger it so that I need to take the medication, this is going to be it. I kind of think I'm crazy for doing this, and I would not have done this in years past unless I had somebody standing by to drive me to the allergy clinic for a cortisone shot or something, because the allergies would be so bad after doing something like this. And I expect I'll have some reaction, but I'm going to do this to show to you and to prove again to myself, sort of like pinching yourself when you can't believe something's true. If at some point during this video you see me collapse into the yard, you can send flowers. I'm not allergic to them. close the bag first. Here we go. One down. Some of that's got to be cedar pollen. Well, that took about half an hour. Definitely dusty, definitely lots of pollen on the ground getting sucked up and blown around. I still look normal, right? At least as normal as I looked earlier in the video. A couple times out there when I did get kind of a whoosh of dust to come up, my eyes watered a little, but I think it was just because I got dust in, there it is again. I got dust in my eye. I don't think it was a pollen reaction. And I will say that now I've been done 5-10 minutes, put everything back into the garage. And right now I do have a faint tickle right here, like I could go and blow my nose, but I probably got some dust up there too. May not be allergic reaction, or it may be, as I mentioned, I have been sneezing definitely more than I usually do. I have had a couple times after going out for a walk in the evening, I'd come home, blow my nose. But when that's done, go sit in the living room and talk to the family, go to bed, no medication needed. My nose is getting the slightest bit runny, so I definitely will go blow my nose here shortly. But compared to the reaction my body would have had a year ago, if I'd been out doing that, I would have been, even with the medication, everything would have been dripping and running. So what can you attribute this to? Either it was just a complete coincidence that things cleared up this year after 12 to 15 years of having the allergy, or it really is tied into the changes that I made in my life, which I think in turn have helped to improve my immune system. And I'm not saying because it worked for me, it'll necessarily work for you, but there's a chance that when you lose the weight, improve your health, improve your insulin sensitivity, your allergies can improve too. So I guess that means I'll put these on the shelf for next year just in case, but the weight is not going to come back, and I bet the allergies don't either. To find out more about what I did that got me here, I'll put a link up in the corner to the playlist describing in detail the steps I've taken, the healthy lifestyle changes and nutrition improvements I've made, and I'll see you on the next review.